Hello friends, welcome back. Today I have for you a yin to vin, so a yin style to start us off into a vinyasa flow. So this practice is going to start off quite a bit slower. Hopefully you did not work out before this. So yin is supposed to be done when the body is cold in order to stretch the fascia or those plastic-ish tissues that we have inside of us. So yin is a great way to dig into those areas that need a little extra love by using gravity and the weight of our bodies to press in and dig a little bit deeper into those stretches. So we'll be holding some of our first postures for a little bit longer. So I'm going to challenge you today to stay with it, really sink in. I have a few props with me today. I've got a Mexican blanket right here. You can use any type of blanket that isn't going to just slide off and slip everywhere. So I don't suggest fleece or any of those softer materials. Also, 2 blocks right here, totally optional. Anything that's stable to bring the ground up a little bit closer to you is perfect. A sub before a block. You've heard me mention before paint buckets, things like that, but still make sure it's something that you can comfortably move and adjust as you go along. The third thing I have, if you have a bolster, by all means, please grab it. I only have a very small one, which wouldn't function for what we are doing today. But instead, I actually grabbed a couch cushion. So if you have a couch cushion that is of a size that you can kind of grab and bring with you, that is a fantastic prop to use. So when you are ready, as always, go ahead and hop into something comfortable. Get situated on your mat, grab whatever props you may or may not need. You can always choose to not use them when we get going. And meet me back here in 3, 2, 1. All right, my friends, so to get started today, we are going to take our blanket across our mat. If you are using it, you absolutely do not have to. This is just to provide a cushion for our knees. Starting off today in a child's pose, an extended child's pose. Big toes together, knees out nice and wide. Send those hips back on the mat. So you have the option to just melt right into this pose. If you are comfortable here, relaxing all the way down, head, neck, and chest towards or on the mat. You also have the option to take that bolster or couch cushion, big pillow, whatever you've got, bringing it up between those thighs and walking the hands down and over, relaxing the chin to one side. If this still feels just a little bit low for you, this is where we bring in those other blocks and props. You place them underneath. I like mine a little bit further away if I'm using these, but please feel free to place them wherever feels best for you. Keeping our legs in that same formation, relaxing all the way down, coming right here. So you can see this just provides enough comfort to pull that ground up towards me, being able to sink in and down, using gravity in your breath to stretch through those tissues. So really getting in to the hips here, opening gently and slowly. Try not to force anything, no extra pressure, no reaching, pulling, tugging, but just settling in and down, sinking those hips back on your exhales, on your inhales, breathing into the belly, chest, ribs, anywhere that needs a little extra love and attention. That is where I want you to send your breath to today. So settling in, close your eyes, staying right here. So in yin, we take this time to settle in a little bit longer into these postures, providing all of that opportunity to let the muscles stretch on their own. So this is why we do this practice first, because it gives the body a chance to settle in and down, really stretching through these areas that we're working on without that force, or when our bodies are warm, we are already heated up and our muscles, joints are a little bit more lubricated and ready to open more naturally. So by stretching when we're cold, it gives those tissues a chance to really expand. So the next time you get warm, you'll be able to go just a little bit deeper into whatever posture, also helping any of those future postures that we'll get into a little bit later in our vinyasa practice. So staying right here, relaxing in and down. Please feel free to make any adjustments that you need to as we work through these longer postures. I know it can be tough to sit still. We all get a little bit antsy, wanting to move, but challenge yourself here in this practice to give yourself permission to be still. If your chin is twisted to one side like mine is here, go ahead and flip it the other direction. That way the other ear comes down onto the mat, making it even on both sides, making sure we're keeping that neck nice and soft in both directions. Still breathing in and out at a nice cadence. Work with your body here. Sinking down, sinking in, growing heavy. If this is your first time returning back to your mat after a while, I know things might get just a little bit tender and uncomfortable here. So know whether you need to adjust or back out of the pose. Please listen to your body to the best of your ability here today. We'll take just a few more breaths, really sink in, let go, melt down into this mat, the props, wherever you're at. One more big breath in. Exhale, let it go. And then on your inhale, slowly pressing, peeling your way up off of whatever props or whatever mat you are on. Coming up onto those hands and knees. Taking a second here, planting the hands under the shoulders, stretch one leg out, little bounce through the heel. Giving that leg, that knee a little love, a little straightening, flexion. Taking it back in, other leg, stretch it out. Tuck the toes under, find the bounce through that heel. As you're ready, taking that knee back in and under, planting the hands down. Inhale, drop the belly, drop the chest, head rises, holding here. Exhaling nice and slow, arching up through the spine. Good, inhale, dropping into that belly. Exhale, arching up and back. Inhale, returning to a nice flat spine, walking those hands out a step in front of where they just were. Sinking down, coming into a puppy pose. So keeping the hips up nice and high, upper body is similar to how we were in our child's pose here. So you have the option to stay here on this mat. We won't be here quite as long as our child's pose, but you also have the option to go ahead and grab those props wherever needed. So you can bring them under the chest, reaching the arms out in front, really melting down if this is helpful. You can also bring blocks under those hands if that works for your body as well. So pressing in, getting into those shoulders, that upper back, anything there that needs that little extra love and attention. Holding in, sinking down, hips up, nice and high. Feel the pull through those lats, that upper back. And start to settle in here. Relax the back of the neck, so not straining one direction to look forward, but rather, if you have that ability to, relax the chin or the forehead down. Start to deepen that breath. Really settling in here. Stretching through the fascia of that upper back. Nice big reach here through the hands. Keep breathing. Just a few more rounds of breath. Really let yourself sink in to this posture. I know puppy pose can be a little bit tough for some people. Please don't be afraid of these challenges. Don't be afraid of using props. None of them are a hindrance or a modification necessarily. They are just alternative options for your practice. Props are a beautiful thing. Even if you can reach the ground comfortably, they are a beautiful thing to aid and adjust and assist in great ways. Taking one more big breath in for me in that puppy pose. Exhale, sink it down, soften deeper into that mat, let it go. And then on your inhale, slowly walking your way up onto those hands and knees, meeting me back in our tabletop position. 2 more rounds of cat and cow right here. Inhale, drop the belly, drop the chest, let the head rise. Exhale, arching up and back, finding that cat. Inhale, sinking down, chin rises. Exhale, arching up and back. Inhale, returning to a nice flat spine. Reaching that left arm up and open, big stretch, arms reach out like a T. Find an exhale to thread the needle, taking that left arm under the right, sinking in to that shoulder cap. Our left ear or the left side of your head should relax down. So putting all the pressure on the top of that shoulder, walking that hand or that shoulder underneath you. Right fingertips can stay on the mat just for support today. No need to bind any deeper unless it feels good for you. So settling in right here, close those eyes, sinking down. If this is uncomfortable for you, you feel like you wouldn't be able to hold it for an extended period, please bring that bolster underneath you and find that pressure on the bolster, giving that arm a little prop a little bit higher to sink into. But make sure you can see I was over flaring that elbow here to compensate. You can relax the hand on the bolster here or take it back behind the sacrum. So whatever feels best for you on this side, settling in, stretching still through that shoulder, through that upper back, gentle spinal twist. Sinking in and down just a little bit longer here. Let yourself really enjoy this moment in this posture. I know things can feel a little spicy. Try not to put all of the pressure or the weight on your head. You should be able to gently lift it and set it back down without too much strain there. Breathing in nice and deep. Taking just a few more breaths right here. Last big breath in. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, pressing into that right hand. Push your way up. Reach the left arm up and open to the sky. Exhale, hand arrives back down on the mat. Same thing, other side. Inhale, right arm reaches up and open. Find that big stretch through the chest here first. Exhale, threading the needle wherever you're at, coming down onto that shoulder cap. Left fingertips stay on the mat for support. Option to take that bolster underneath you. Find that comfort, that adjustment, whatever you need here to make this practice more accessible to you. So taking it here, maybe finding that little extra pressure, space, whatever you need, relaxing through the left hand. It can still stay down on the mat, on the bolster, or tucking it back just behind that sacrum. Sinking in to whichever variation of this posture works best for you today. Enjoying that gentle rotation through the upper body, feeling the stretch across those shoulder blades, our delts right here, settling in, making sure those eyes are closed. Really take this moment for yourself. Sinking down, creating space. And truly, this is what yin is all about. It is taking these postures that we usually only hold 3, 5, 7 breaths and extending them out, using them to enjoy opening that deeper stretch that we don't often get in our quicker practices. Just a couple more breaths right here. Last big breath in. And then as you're ready, pressing in through that left hand, reaching up and open through the right arm. Exhale, fingertips return to the mat. From here, either crossing the ankles over in the back or swinging the legs to the side, coming on to our bottoms. Bringing both legs out in front of you. I have my blanket here, so if you're someone who has very, very, very tight hamstrings, I will encourage you to take blanket, towel, whatever you've got, and put them on just the back of those glutes, right behind those hip points where we're reaching down through the pelvis. So flex the toes to nose. Inhale, sweeping the arms all the way up and open. Nice big L sit right here. Holding tall, big breath in. On your exhale, folding it forward. If you can comfortably reach the feet, that's a-okay. If you cannot, please just place those hands on the ankles, the shins, or the mat on either side of those legs. If this is not a comfortable space for you to hold, relaxing the shoulders down the spine, chin drops down, continue using those props. Grab them whenever you need them. So that bolster can go right on your belly. If this feels good, making sure those feet are still flexed, still getting a gentle stretch here. Another option is to tilt it upwards and hug that bolster, keeping those feet flexed, very gentle forward fold. Over time, we can slide that bolster a little bit further out, over and over, so we get a little deeper through our spine. So wherever you're at, you can even if you can comfortably reach those toes, you can have a bolster, maybe a block for your chin or your forehead, keeping a slightly straighter spine. Taking these options and running with them, always working to find what feels best for your body and no one else's. Letting that upper body grow heavy into the mat. Sinking in and down. Maybe closing those eyes. Just a few more rounds of breath here. Settle in and down, finding what works best for your body. I love using props in some of these postures just because it helps and keeps slightly better alignment here. I'm not hunching over, having that banana back, but instead still lifting tall through the chest, pulling the chest through the shoulders. And for me, it feels better to have my chin slightly tilted up than tucked under. So really listen to your neck and to your body, because everyone is going to be different through all of these postures. Last big breath in. Exhale, let it go. Go ahead and let go of those toes. Slowly roll your way up and out, removing those props, setting them off to the side, tucking the right toes or the right foot into that left leg. Flex the left toes to nose, twisting our torso so our shoulders, hips come towards that foot. Inhale, nice big reach all the way up and open. On your exhale, folding it forward, single leg fold. So you can see here, if you can reach for that foot, that's a-okay. Just keep that foot flexed towards your wall. If reaching for the foot doesn't feel good, even if you can reach it and this does not feel okay for you, go ahead and relax the hands down on the shin, the mat, any place here that feels better on your body. Always an option, once again, to bring that bolster underneath you, right here, relaxing down. But if you do, keep that foot engaged here. Breathing in to this side, enjoying this time, pulling just a little bit in, if you can comfortably reach that foot, to bring the chest forward. Melting in to this side. Just a few more nice big breaths. Settle in, settle down. Maybe reaching a little deeper, finding that big stretch, that big pull. On your next inhale, let go of those toes. Slide your way up and out. Taking a moment, send both legs out long, give them a little wiggle, and then taking it to the other side. So our left foot comes in to that right thigh, right leg extended out, flexing toes to nose. Inhale, find that reach, twisting towards your foot. Big lift through the chest. Exhale, folding it forward, maybe reaching for the foot, maybe relaxing, hands on the mat or the shin. So you have all of these options available to you, taking what works for your body today. And remember that each side is going to feel just a little bit different. I know I talk about this frequently, but understanding that maybe one side you can reach wicked far and go past that foot, and the other side it's going to feel a little bit tighter. So always work with what you've got. Each side, each day, each moment is going to feel just a little bit different on your mat, and that's a-okay. You can see me here finding a little cross grab. So this is great for some of us who have the ability to reach past that foot. You've also got an option, if it's comfortable, to place a block behind the foot and reach for the block. I don't like that one as much because I feel like it strains through my upper back and neck, whereas this one I can control and pull my shoulders back and down the spine. So softening and finding this area that feels good for you. Breathing in and out at a nice cadence. Just a few more rounds of breath. When you're ready, release that tension, slowly sliding all the way up. Send both legs out long. Give everything a little wiggle. From here, meeting me in a down dog. We can put that bolster off to the side. We're not going to need it. I'm going to slide my blanket off to the side as well. If you are someone who enjoys having blocks in your practice, in your vinyasa practice, go ahead and bring those along with you. So coming on to our hands and knees, either rolling over those legs or just sending the knees all the way around, making any adjustments that you need. Plant the hands into the mat, tuck the toes under, and lift those hips, meeting me in a down dog. So using our down dog as both a yin and a vinyasa pose today, finding this transitional space where the worlds kind of collide a little bit here. Relaxing the back of the neck, pressing in with all 10 of those finger pads, taking some tension off the wrists, and sinking those hips up, melting the chest down. So finding some stillness, a little hold here, breathing in and out. Our vinyasa practice is going to be a little bit more gentle today, nothing too crazy, nothing too long, but just enjoying these effects of our yin will have on the rest of our flow. One more big breath in and out right here in this down dog. And then looking forward between those hands, take a nice slow stroll up to the fingers, meeting me in a forward fold at the top of your mat. Melt the chest down. Softening here, taking a moment. Maybe taking the first two fingers on either hand, looping them around the big toes. You can give a nice big bend here. Soften through the back of that neck. Maybe over time you work to slowly straighten those legs. If you have to release the toes, that's a-okay. On your next inhale, hands come to shins, flat back, half lift. Exhale, full fold. Inhale, sweeping those arms all the way up and open to the sky. Exhale, hands arrive, heart center. Inhale, nice big reach, take it all the way up. Exhale, hinging at the waist, swan diving down, forward fold. Inhale, hands to shins, halfway lift. Exhale, full fold. Inhale, stepping both feet back, meet me in your high plank. Exhale, we're gonna take a nice chaturanga, tucking the elbows in, halfway down. Inhale, up dog. And exhale, down dog. Inhale, looking forward between those hands, hopping or stepping both feet up, forward fold. Inhale, sweep the arms all the way up and open to the sky. Exhale, hands arrive at heart center. So 2 more just like that. Inhale, nice big reach through those arms. Exhale, hinging at the waist, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, full fold. Inhale, step both feet back, high plank. Exhale, finding that chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. And exhale, down dog. Inhale, looking forward between those hands, stepping both feet up, forward fold. Inhale, nice big reach all the way up and open to the sky. Exhale, hands arrive at heart center. Inhale, find your lift, reach those arms all the way up and open. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, full fold. Inhale, step those feet back, high plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. And exhale, down dog. Inhale, looking forward between those hands, step both feet up, forward fold. Inhale, nice big reach. And exhale, hands arrive at heart center. Inhale, big reach, take it all the way up and open. Exhale, sinking it back into a chair, lifting through the chest, lifting through those arms, taking that little tooch out of the butt, so tucking the hips under to sink back and down like we're sitting in a chair. Always an option to bring those hands to heart center. Inhale, big reach, take it all the way up to the sky. Exhale, hands at heart center. Inhale, find that lift. Exhale, sink it back into your chair. 1 breath this time. On your inhale, rising up, right knee comes up, finding a little balance. On your exhale, step it back, meet me in a high crescent lunge. Good. Holding here, big breath in. Exhale, both hands come down to the mat, low lunge. Step the left leg back. Option here to run through your vinyasa or send it into down dog. So you can take your chaturanga, up dog, down dog, or just hang out in that down dog if that feels better for your body. Inhale, looking forward between those hands, step both feet up, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, full fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive all the way back up. Exhale, hands arriving at heart center. Inhale, big reach. Exhale, sink it back into that chair. Nice long hold here, sinking down through those hips, lifting through the chest. You still have that option to take the hands to heart center. Squeezing in, sinking maybe a little deeper, but you don't have to go far. Inhale, rising up through those hands. Exhale, hands at heart center. Inhale, big reach. Exhale, sink it back into your chair. 1 breath here this time. As you inhale up, left knee rises up. Exhale, step it back, meet me in your crescent lunge. Nice and stable, nice and strong. Inhale, big breath in, big reach. Exhale, both hands come down to the mat. Inhale, right leg steps back. Option to take it through your yogi flow, that vinyasa, or send it back into your down dog. Wherever you're at, settling in, taking some nice big breaths here. Feeling that warmth radiate through your body. Differentiating this practice from how we started, feeling those differences in how your body is moving. Inhale, looking forward between those hands, step both feet up, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, full fold. Inhale, sweep those arms all the way up and open. Exhale, hands arrive at heart center. Inhale, nice big reach. Exhale, sink it back into your chair. As you inhale, right knee comes up. Exhale, step it back, crescent lunge. Inhale, big lift. On your exhale, right hand comes forward, left hand reaches back, little spinal twist. Inhale, back up to center. Exhale, hands come down to the mat. Inhale, sweep the left leg up and back, three-legged dog. On your exhale, drawing that knee forward, meeting me in a pigeon, taking the leg across the mat, that left heel towards your right hip. Coming up tall onto those fingertips, big lift through the chest. On your exhale, both hands come down to the mat, relax the back of the neck. Option to bring those elbows down or come out a little bit longer, a little bit lower. Any full expression that feels good for you here. Just 2 more breaths, so not here for long. Good. On your next inhale, walking up onto those hands. Tuck the back toes under, lifting the knee. Sweep the left leg up and back, three-legged dog. Exhale, toes return to the mat. Inhale, looking forward between those hands, stepping both feet up, forward fold. Inhale, nice big lift, all the way to the sky. Exhale, hands arrive at heart center. Inhale, big reach. Exhale, sink it back, meet me in your chair, 1 breath. Inhale, left knee reaches up. Exhale, step it back, high crescent. Holding here. Big breath in. On your exhale, left hand comes forward, right hand goes back, finding that spinal twist. Gaze either forward or back behind you. Inhale, sweep those arms up and open. Exhale, hands return to the earth, low lunge. On your inhale, sweep that right leg up and back behind you, three-legged dog. Exhale, drawing it back in, meeting me in your pigeon on this side. Taking a moment, come up tall onto those fingertips, reach the chest forward. On your exhale, maybe walking down onto those forearms if that is in your practice, relaxing through the back of the neck. Take a second here, slow down that breath. Letting yourself melt in and down. One more breath right where you're at. And then on an inhale, walking up onto those hands, tucking the back toes under, lift the knees, sweep that right leg up and back, three-legged dog. Exhale, toes return to the earth. From here, dropping those knees to the mat, crossing the ankles in the back or sending them off to the side to come on to your bottoms. So sliding it down, coming all the way on to our back as you are ready. Arms come wherever is comfortable for you, finding a gentle windshield wiper side to side. Breathing in and out, slowing that breath down. When you're ready, finding some stillness through those feet. Zip the legs all the way together. Arms come into cactus arms. So 90-degree bends at those elbows. Find a big breath in. On your exhale, both knees drop off to the right. Taking a moment here, let the chin fall in any direction that feels best for you today. Settling in, settling down. On your next inhale, rotating both knees back through center. Zipping those legs all the way back together and then dropping them off to the left. Letting that chin fall in any direction that feels best for you. Giving your body permission to slow down and be still once again. On an inhale, rotating back through center, taking any other postures or adjustments that you need to feel good today. And then extending those legs out nice and long, bringing your palms face up by your sides and closing your eyes. Take a nice big exhale. Inhale in, taking the biggest breath in that you've taken so far today. Open your mouth and sigh it out. Inhale even deeper. And sigh it out. Last one, inhale. And sigh it out. Allow your body to be absolutely still. Take this moment here on your mat and enjoy the stillness. Bring your attention up to the point between your eyebrows, your Ajna chakra, or your third eye. And focusing here as deeply as you can, let go of all other thoughts, worries, and concerns as we spend just these next few moments in silent meditation. Begin to bring your attention back to your breath. Take a big breath in and gently out as you are ready, finding a wiggle in the fingers and the toes, making any gentle adjustments that feel right for you to reorient to the room around you. In your own time, rolling off to one side and spending a moment there. Taking one more breath of stillness. And then in your own time, working your way up to any comfortable, easy seat so we can end our practice together. Sitting up nice and tall one final time. Inhale, reach those arms all the way up and open. Exhale, hands arrive together at heart center. Thank you all so very much for joining me today. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day wherever you are in the world. Om Shanti, Om Peace, and Namaste.